And I was like, heck yeah, I do, but I'm just not gonna do it right now. That was a lot of saying the word gold, but who am I kidding? The whole thing needs so much work, which is amazing. Hey guys, so it is Saturday, November 17th. So it's been a few days since I checked in with you because it's been a few days since I wrote anything. What am I doing, guys? I made a mistake. The new season of Game of Thrones was sort of like officially announced to come out in April. My husband and I are huge Game of Thrones fans, and pretty much every year we rewatch the whole series, although last year I think we only rewatched the last 2 seasons because we waited too long and didn't have time to rewatch the whole series, and we didn't want that to happen again. So a couple nights ago we decided to start our annual rewatch of Game of Thrones. So on Thursday night we watched 2 episodes, and then Friday night, last night, came around and I was totally planning on writing, but my husband was like, do you want to watch Game of Thrones? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. So we watched 3 episodes last night, and I haven't written a word since Wednesday. The good thing about the last couple of days not writing is I've kind of been thinking about this next section. Granted, it's not even a very long section for me to have thought about, but I woke up at 8:30 and I spent about 45 minutes outlining the next section that's coming. So that is done, but I have a family Thanksgiving today. Now that it is about 10 o'clock, I need to go hop in the shower and get ready to go because we're doing like a lunchtime Thanksgiving. And then after that, we have plans to go bowling with the family. So I have sort of a full day, but I plan to write afterwards. I also wanted to get a bunch of filming done this weekend. I might do some of that today. I might just try to do all of it tomorrow, but I do want to squeeze in some filming this weekend. That's one thing about Nano, is that it's definitely cutting into my video making time, which I knew was going to happen, but I guess I didn't realize that I was going to miss it so much. I love editing videos, and I just have not had very much time to do that lately. I don't know how I'm gonna get caught up and do all of the video things that I wanted to do this weekend, but I'm gonna do my best and hopefully I can get a good amount of writing in today. My new daily goal is like 2,000 words, which is definitely a lot considering I would have to do that every day for the rest of the month. I don't know how I'm gonna catch up, guys, but I can do it. I can do it. Alright, I will check in with you guys later today after my Thanksgiving and bowling with family. Bye. Hey guys, so today is Sunday the 18th. It is now 3:35. As you can tell, yesterday did not go as planned. I got home from family Thanksgiving and I was just tired. You know, being an introvert and spending time with family, while is fun, it's always like emotionally draining. And what I've learned over the past 18 days of trying to do NaNoWriMo is that it's really hard for me to write unless I have emotional energy. Like, there are a lot of things that I can do when I'm like brain tired, and one of those things is editing videos, not filming videos. Well, apparently writing is one of those things where I have to have more brain power to do. Anyways, I was not up to it yesterday. I was really stressed about it for a little while, but then I decided that I was going to put my time to good use, and I ended up deciding to spend most of my evening reading, and I did some video editing. Reading is another one of those things where I don't really have to have a lot of energy or brain power to do. It's more like relaxing for me, and I can just kind of turn my brain off and read, which, I don't know, sounds really counterintuitive, but that's how I feel. So I took yesterday off, which means I took 3 days in a row off, which is terrible. Just means I have a lot of catching up to do, and I'm feeling a little discouraged, but I got myself back on the horse today. I just got done with an hour's worth of sprint, or 2 20-minute sprints, and I did good. I wrote 1,287 words in the last hour. I guess one thing that happened yesterday, even though I wasn't writing, was I was still like thinking about my story. In the morning, I had kind of outlined the section that I'm working on today. And then when I was getting ready for family Thanksgiving, I actually had a couple epiphanies of like other ideas. Basically, I got to a point where there was like these two things that I wanted to happen in the story, but I kind of felt like I had to pick between the two, and I had an epiphany that one of these things could still happen, but it just didn't need to happen on page. So that kind of like solved that problem. I am going to take a break now. I considered doing like at least one more writing sprint. I definitely want to write more today. But as I was saying yesterday, I wanted to film like 3 videos yesterday. So I think I'm gonna go and actually do some filming as like my reward for writing for the last hour. Realistically, filming is gonna take more than an hour, but then I'm gonna come back and write for another hour and then probably take a break before I started writing today. The number of words that I needed to write to be able to finish on time is 2,259. That number's starting to get up there and starting to get a little overwhelming. I'm gonna go do some hair and makeup and do some filming, and I will check in with you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so it is much later than the last time I checked in. It is now 8:30. I got done filming probably around 6:30, so that took a few hours, which I thought it might. And then I ate dinner, and the Word Nerds, which is a author tube or writing related YouTube channel, were doing their Sunday write-ins that they do every Sunday for the month of November for NaNoWriMo. So I did 2 more 20-minute sprints, and I met my goal for today. So what I needed to write was 2,259, and I got all the way to 2,363. So I went like 100 words over that goal. I want to do 2 more writing sprints or like work on my project for another hour. The only thing is that I basically finished out the section that I had outlined, and I am once again at a point where I need to do some more outlining. Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I don't know, guys, I don't have it in me. I feel like I'm full of excuses, but my brain hurts. I don't really feel like I have it in me to sit down and do the outlining right now, even though that's what I was about to say I'm gonna do for like the next hour. I'm not up for it. It's fine. 2,363 is good enough for today. This weekend was definitely a bust when it comes to getting as far ahead in my, or not even ahead, but getting caught up in my writing like I wanted to. There's still a chance I can do this. I'm going to try not to take any days off this week like I have been. I'm going to tell myself that I took sort of a writing vacation over the last week. I took like 4 days off, and I need to get back on the horse and get serious about this. I mean, writing like 2,000 words a day should be doable. That's only about 2 hours worth of work, not including outlining time. It's going to be hard, but I'm not giving up yet. Tomorrow there is going to be a live write-in with a couple of author tubers that I like to watch. I think it starts at 7 p.m. my time. So between now and before 7 p.m. tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and outline this next section, but I'm just not going to do it right now. Anyways, guys, I am calling it a night as far as writing, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. So it is Monday the 19th, and I just reached my writing goal for the day, so I'm very pleased with that. I was really disappointed when I was going to bed last night that I only wrote whatever goal I had, a little over 2,000, like 2,200 yesterday, because I had so much planned for the weekend and it didn't pan out. I was determined to write some more today, and I knew that there was going to be a live write-in on Becca C. Smith's channel with her and Kate Kavanaugh. And those are 2 author tubers that I've been watching for a while, so I was excited that they were doing a write-in together. After work, I sat down and worked on my outline and figured out what I was going to write for the next section. But I actually ended up writing more than what I had outlined, so I ended up having to sort of pants part of what I wrote tonight, which was really, really hard. During the write-in, I wrote a total of like 1,800 words. It was a 2-hour write-in, but you know, there were breaks and stuff. So out of the 2 hours, we wrote for 1 hour and I got 1,800 words. But I still needed to write like another 400 to reach my goal for today. And man, the last 400 were like pulling teeth, especially because I ran out of what I had outlined. I'm at this point in my book where I have an outline, but it's just like it's not enough. I feel like I'm going to have to go back and add more stuff to the middle of the book. So I'm a little worried that, especially considering that my outline is so sparse in this second half, that I'm actually going to run out of story by the time I reach 50, or before I reach 50,000. So that would not be ideal. But I also know that there are things that I could go back and like fill in more. I was saying during the live write-in today that I kind of feel like, I mean, this is a first draft. It's not just an outline, but it's still very, I don't know, basic. I don't feel like I've really figured out my own writing style. The dialogue all sucks. I don't really have a lot of description in the book. So I was saying that it's definitely a 0 draft. It's just, it all sucks. And that's part of what I'm also struggling with, is continuing to write when the quality of what I'm writing is not good. But I think this is just part of my process, or at least it is right now, as like a newbie writer who has no idea what I'm doing. I'm just getting the story down in more detail than I had in my outline, and it's changing from what I had in my outline, which is part of the reason why I keep having to re-outline. Things have changed, but I also just don't have very much in my original outline from like the middle to the end. So yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to write. I'm struggling to figure out what the heck I'm gonna write about. But this week is Thanksgiving. I might have like an extra day off in addition to Thanksgiving, so I'm still holding out hope that I can make this work. Actually, today on NaNoWriMo's YouTube channel, they had an author do a little pep talk that I found really inspiring or motivating. The author said a bunch of things, but the one quote that really stood out to me was, he said, "The worst words that I ever wrote are better than the best words I never wrote." I feel like that just has to be my motto, because I need to write something before I can make it better. And I really, deep down inside, feel like I'm gonna be, or I guess I am one of those writers who really thrives during revision and not so much during drafting, and that drafting is really hard. Granted, because I've never actually done any revising, I don't know if I'm gonna like it better, but I think I'm going to. Who knows, maybe I'm just gonna hate every part of this process. If that's the case, then maybe I shouldn't be writing. Maybe this is just a pipe dream. Anyways, in the end, I got 2,317 words tonight, with my goal being 2,251, so I beat it by like 70 extra words. My total, which this is more exciting, is now 25,314. So I passed the halfway mark, even though it's the 19th. So I should have passed the halfway mark like 4 days ago. Either way, I'm happy with it, as long as I keep hitting my minimum goal the rest of this week, and then like on the weekend or maybe even Thanksgiving, I can write extra and make that minimum goal get smaller. That's my goal. That was a lot of saying the word goal, but that's what I'm going to try to keep my eye on and work towards. Just keep hitting my daily goal, and eventually I'm going to get there. Alright guys, that is it for me tonight. It is now like 10:15 and I need to go get ready for bed. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello! So don't worry, there hasn't been a time jump or anything. It's just Tuesday. I have not slacked off yet this week. However, it is already 8:13 p.m. and I have totally been procrastinating for the last, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. I can't get any further behind. I have to do this. I'm filming this clip saying I'm about to start writing so that I can actually make myself start writing. I've got my essential oil blend, I've got my coffee, and I'm gonna turn on some Harry Potter themed ambient noise, and I am gonna write. I'm gonna do it, and I will see you on the other side. Hello, my friends. I'm done. I'm done writing. That took entirely too long. It is now 11 o'clock. I ended up having to write 4 20-minute sprints. Before the last 2 sprints, I took really long breaks because I just was having so much trouble being motivated to sit back down. But I did it, and I surpassed my daily goal for today. So that's fantastic. In total for today, I wrote 2,414 out of 2,245. So I went over by 150 words, which is awesome. My total manuscript at this point is 27,728, which is just insane to me. I can't believe it. As far as what I wrote tonight, I liked it a little bit better than what I've been writing or how I've been feeling lately. It was definitely a interesting experience because I knew a couple things that needed to happen, but I didn't bother to actually sit down and outline them because I just felt like the words that I was putting into my outline could be like time and words that I put into my actual writing that would actually count for Nano. So I ended up kind of pantsing part of what I wrote today, and while that's part of the reason why it took me so long to finish my words for today, I actually like what I came up with, surprisingly. Now I'm back at a part where I'm not quite sure what I want to happen, but I think I want to sleep on it. And it's 11 o'clock, but I think I want to sleep on it and kind of brainstorm a little more what can happen next. I think the middle of this book is definitely going to need a lot of work, but who am I kidding? The whole thing needs so much work. I've watched some Nano videos and people will share like a sentence from their writing that they really liked. I don't have any sentences that are worth sharing. I honestly think that none of the words that I have written in this Nano will actually stay. I don't feel like I've found my voice or my writing style yet. I think I'm still developing it. I'm still getting to know my characters. I definitely know my main character the best, but there's still a lot for me to learn. But somehow I ended on a happy note. I'm happy with what I wrote today, and that kind of surprises me because the last few days I've really been struggling, especially struggling to like what I've written. I still know that objectively it's not good and it needs a lot of work, but I'm still happier with it today than I have been in a while, so that's good. Anyways, that's my update, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow when I've written some more words, hopefully. Bye. Hello. Today is another day, even though I probably look exactly the same as I did in the last clip, although maybe I put my hair up. Today is Wednesday the 21st, and I just got done writing for the night. It is 10:15 p.m. right now. That took a while, but the important thing is that I did it, and I surpassed my daily goal. So earlier tonight, I joined in on a live write-in. It was on Al's channel, The Patchwork Nerd. I only recently discovered her channel, but she's been doing some live write-ins, and I heard she had one tonight, and I needed to write tonight, so I hopped on. I think she's doing them every Wednesday, so there's one more next week, but by the time you see this, that'll probably be past. So during her live write-in, I did 2 sprints. I did a 20-minute sprint and I wrote 556 words, and then a 30-minute sprint and I wrote 879 words. I did get a lot done during that live stream, but I definitely was far short of my goal at that point, which my goal today was 2,228. So after her live sprint, I had to do 2 more sprints on my own. The first one I did almost immediately, and that was a 20-minute sprint for 654 words. And I knew I needed 1 more sprint. I was still like 200 or 300 words short of my daily goal, but it was so hard to make myself do that last sprint. I sat here for probably like 20 or 30 minutes just procrastinating. Part of it was that I didn't know what to write next. That's kind of been an issue that I've had for the past couple of writing days. Like I had a vague idea, but it wasn't really outlined. I kind of have been pantsing it for a couple days. So that was a big reason why I had such a hard time getting going for that last sprint, but I just did not want to not meet my goal, and I knew that if I did 1 more 20-minute sprint, I would not only meet my goal, but go quite a few hundred past it. So I was really glad that I made myself do that last sprint, and I got a lot of words somehow. I got 769 words in that 20-minute sprint. I've been getting closer to like 500 to 600 words every 20-minute sprints, so that was a lot. I definitely wrote a few scenes that I'm not sure that I like or that really serve any sort of purpose. I was just writing to write. The section that I'm struggling with is like going back to the 9-block 27 chapter outline method that I saw on Caddytastic's channel. It's block 6 that I'm really struggling with, and I made up some stuff to put in there, but I really don't know how much I like it. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know how much I like any of what I'm writing, but specifically that part I'm unsure of. But I just wrote some stuff to get me to where I need to be for the beginning of Act 3, which I should be able to get to tomorrow. I'm pretty much done with Act 2. Tomorrow, I'm going to get to Act 3. I have more ideas about what's happening in Act 3, and I'm more excited about writing it. I'm probably going to end up hating all of that too, but I'm going to do it anyways. So I'm really happy that I pushed through this section. Like, the middle was so hard for me to write. I'm really hoping that in revisions, I'm going to get much better ideas and come up with better things to happen in the story that are like more interesting than what I have right now. Oh, I didn't say what my total word count is, which I'm very happy with this word count. So I counted up all my sprints, and it was an hour and a half of like sprinting time. And in that hour and a half, I got 2,858 words. My daily goal was only 2,228, so I went over by like 600 words. Also, I hit 30K, which is amazing. I am now at officially 30,586. Whew. I am worried that I'm going to run out of story before I get to 50,000 words, but it'll be fine if I do. I know I can find places to add stuff in, especially relationship moments that I, in my head, know need to happen. I didn't exactly write them all into the story, so like those are things I can go back and beef up, so even if that happens, it'll be fine. Anyways, I'm tired. My reward today for meeting my word count is to play my video game, because I have been really itching to play my video game for a few days now, and I haven't let myself. I'm currently in the middle of playing Witcher 3, which has been a lot of fun. I'm going to say bye to you and then update my word count on the NaNoWriMo website and go play me some video games for a couple hours because I don't have work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.